In today's video, we're going to talk about exactly how to connect a custom domain in GoHighLevel. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and even if this is your first time dealing with domains, DNS settings, or anything technical like that, now I want to be really clear about something up front because this is where most people get confused and frustrated. Domain setup in GoHighLevel happens at the agency level, not inside a sub account. So if you're logged into the sub account and you're thinking, why don't I see domains anywhere? You're not doing anything wrong. That's exactly how GoHighLevel is designed. So in this video, I'm going to explain where domain setup actually lives, why you may not see it depending on your access, what each step of the domain connection process looks like, what DNS records are and what you're copying, what happens after you paste everything in, and how to avoid the most common mistakes that slow people down. By the end of this video, you'll feel confident connecting your own custom domain to GoHighLevel without spiraling or second guessing yourself. Let's get into it. Now, why domain setup feels so confusing and why it's not your fault. Let's start here because mindset does matter with tech stuff. Most people don't struggle with domains because they're bad at technology. They struggle because no one ever explains what's actually happening behind the scenes. You're usually juggling GoHighLevel, a domain provider like GoDaddy or Namecheap, DNS settings with weird acronyms, and honestly just a fear of breaking something. So if you've ever felt intimidated by this, that's completely normal. And the good news is you're not configuring anything permanent or dangerous. You're just telling your domain where to point. Once you understand that, everything else gets easier. Once you're logged into the agency dashboard, that's when domain setup becomes available. Now, let's go ahead and clarify what a custom domain actually does. So a custom domain allows you to use your own branded URL instead of a generic GoHighLevel link. It also allows you to host websites, funnels, or landing pages on your domain. You can also send emails from your branded domain, and you just look more professional and trustworthy. All GoHighLevel is doing is connecting your platform to your domain, so traffic knows where to go. Now let's go ahead and walk through the process start to finish. Okay, so step number one is to log into your GoHighLevel agency account. If you manage multiple accounts, double check that you're in the main agency dashboard before continuing. And if you don't already have a GoHighLevel account, you can actually get an extended 30-day free trial by using our exclusive link down below. Once you click that link, you'll just click start. You'll enter in your company name, full name, email address, phone number. And then step number two is you do have to actually put your credit card in, but you won't be charged until after the 30 days are up. So if you're still deciding, just make sure you set a reminder on your calendar or phone for 29 days. Again, just to double check that you are wanting to invest in it. Now, once you're logged in, step number two is to go to the settings. You'll click domains. This is the only place in GoHighLevel where those connections happen. So then step number three, you're going to click add new domain. Once you click add new, this is where you'll tell GoHighLevel what the domain will be used for. Step number four is to choose what the domain will be used for. GoHighLevel will ask you how you plan to use this domain. So typically your options include funnel, website, or email sending. Most people choose funnels or websites if they're hosting pages, and email if they're setting up branded sending. You can always add more domains later, so don't overthink this part. Step number five is to enter your domain name. So now you'll type in the domain name exactly as it exists. For example, yourbusiness.com or subdomain.yourbusiness.com. This domain must already be purchased from a domain provider like GoDaddy, Namecheap, or Google Domains. GoHighLevel does not sell domains, it only connects them. Step number six is GoHighLevel generates DNS records. Okay, this is the part that scares people, and honestly, I was really scared at first once I saw all this, but it's actually pretty simple. So once you enter your domain, GoHighLevel will generate DNS records. These records are basically instructions that say, when someone types this domain into a browser, send them here. You'll usually see things like record type, name or host, value or target. You really don't need to understand every technical detail. You just need to copy them exactly. Then step number seven is to open your domain provider. So you can open wherever you purchased your domain, whether that's GoDaddy, Namecheap, Google Domains, even hosting, or whatever it may be. Inside that platform, you want to look for DNS, DNS settings, or advanced DNS. Every provider does look a little bit different, but the fields are always the same. And then step number eight is to paste the DNS record. So the DNS records that GoHighLevel gave you, you want to paste them into your domain provider. Okay, so all you have to do is copy, paste, and save, but make sure they match exactly. Don't try to type them in, copy them over so you don't have any mismatches. That's why it's really important to go slow here and take your time. Then step number 9 is to save and wait for verification. After saving your DNS records, you're done with the setup part. Now comes the waiting. So DNS changes can take a few minutes, a few hours, and sometimes up to 24 hours. This is completely normal though. Nothing is broken if it doesn't connect instantly. Once GoHighLevel detects the records, the domain will show as connected, and at that point you are done. Let's talk about some common mistakes to avoid. One of the most common mistakes people make is attempting to connect a domain from inside a sub-account. Domains are not managed there, and no amount of searching will make them appear. If you don't see domains, switch to the agency view. Another frequent mistake is manually typing DNS records instead of copying and pasting them. DNS values must match exactly, and even a small typo can prevent verification from happening. Copying directly from GoHighLevel helps eliminate that issue. Many people also panic too early when their domain does not connect immediately. DNS propagation takes time, and refreshing the page repeatedly or re-entering records will not speed things up. Patience is part of the process. Using the wrong version of a domain is another common issue. There's a difference between a root domain and a subdomain, and GoHighLevel generates records based on exactly what you enter. So always double check that the domain you entered matches what you're configuring. Some users accidentally add DNS records to the wrong section of their domain provider. DNS records must be added into the DNS settings, not in forwarding or website builder sections. Placing them in the wrong area will prevent GoHighLevel from detecting them. Deleting existing DNS records without understanding their purpose can also cause problems. Some records control email or other services. When connecting GoHighLevel, focus on adding the required record rather than removing existing ones unless you're sure it's safe. Another source of confusion is assuming GoHighLevel provides domains. It does not. A domain must be purchased separately before it can be connected. And finally, rushing through the process creates unnecessary stress. Domain setup doesn't have to be completed quickly. Take your time and follow each step carefully. Okay, now what happens after your domain is connected? Once you're connected, you can assign it to websites or funnels, use it for landing pages, set it as your primary domain, build everything under one branded URL, and then from there, GoHighLevel becomes a full all-in-one platform instead of a collection of disconnected tools. If domain setup has felt intimidating in the past, I want you to hear this. You don't need to be technical to do this. You don't need to understand DNS records deeply. You just need to follow the process once. After you do it the first time, it becomes one of those things you realize was never as scary as it seemed. Now, before we wrap up, I just wanted to touch on the different pricing plans and options so you're aware of what that looks like after the extended 30-day free trial is up. So we've got a couple options here. We've got the starter and we've got the unlimited. The starter plan is $97 per month, and with this, you get all the tools to capture more leads, nurture and close leads into customers, everything like full online booking, pipeline, social calendar, website builder, and more. And then you can get unlimited contacts and users, as many as you need, and then you can set up to 3 sub accounts. Now with the unlimited, that's $297 per month. The biggest difference is these sub accounts. You get unlimited sub accounts instead of just the 3. You also get everything in the starter, but you also get the API access and branded desktop app. So if you're a solopreneur, you're probably just going to need the starter plan, but make sure you're being aware of that and maybe start the free trial with whatever one you think you need. As a side note, I know how overwhelming it can feel trying to figure this stuff out on your own, especially when domain settings feel confusing or intimidating at first. If you want to check out GoHighLevel yourself with that extended 30-day free trial, that link is down below for you. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you master GoHighLevel with simple step-by-step tutorials so you can build, automate, and scale your business with confidence. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you aren't already, and of course leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.